We've got a new segment that we've never really done before. Before we get into it, I will say that if you are an artist of any kind and you want your music reviewed, we are certainly open to learning and to growing with any member of our audience. So we've got a faithful listener in MC BKLYN who has his track John Oliver, and he requested that we review it. You can catch his video on YouTube. We'll also link the video in our description of this podcast. So go ahead and check that out if you're looking for artists on the rise.
You know what's also pretty tight right now? Oliver. I spit that you like John Oliver. Don't want a piece, I want Oliver. All of us came from the bottom up. I want it all, but it's not enough. I am blessed, it's not just luck. I'm the best, and I'm rounding up all the haters who doubted us.
How are you feeling about the track overall?
Overall, just a little background. MC BKLYN, he's an MC from Brooklyn, New York.
I had no idea.
And he actually released this video a few weeks back, which was filmed in Hawaii, which, added for some really cool visuals and a little story that he does at the end. But I really enjoyed his usage of that hilarious segment from Last Week Tonight, John Oliver's show, and incorporating the fact that John Oliver is like, hey, I have these bars that I've created. I want to put it out into the world. You guys can use that for free. And he basically took that ball and decided to run with it with his song. I definitely love the song and just the message that he had on the back end, just discussing imperialism / colonialism and the effects that it has on the Hawaiian natives of today. And it's very reminiscent of a John Oliver show in terms of just giving you some comedy along with a thoughtful message at the end. And I just like some of the bars. He had a cool flow, and some of the lines like "you obsessed, you talking dirty like Adam Driver" definitely made me chuckle. And then he had a really good bar in that they say my bars are enticing, pack a punch like Tyson. Boy, my metaphors got metaphors, can't see them tie in. I'm a founder in attack mode. I'm a Titan. I'm like, oh, okay. Anytime you get an Attack on Titan reference, you get a check mark from me, because that's obscure but still really sharp. And I dig it. I think he's got some talent, and I can't wait to hear what he has next. How about you?
Yeah, I see the potential for sure. I think it was really impressive for him to keep his flow that clear and consistent. Because sometimes when you see rappers either approaching or engaging in double time with their flow, it can be choppy or it can be unclear, or they're just doing it to do it. But I thought that it really worked well in the context of the song. I think he did a really great job of staying in pocket while also keeping his flow engaging. I think his cadence was a little reminiscent of like Big Sean to me for some reason, like early Big Sean.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think he certainly has a lot of potential. I guess if I don't want to necessarily be wholly positive, because I think our listeners and I think the artists themselves want us to be genuine. So if I did want to offer any kind of constructive criticism, I would say that something doesn't quite translate between his flows and the beat itself. I think it might just be the beat, but I think that his flow does a good job of creating some level of percussion on its own, but I don't think that kind of vibes as well with the beat as it should. But like from his individual perspective and him as a talent, I do think that he has a lot of potential for growth. And I do think that he is already really talented. So yeah, I would just say, keep grinding, keep striving to, sharpen your sword. But I think that this is certainly, if this is your start, I think you're off to a great start.
Yeah, likewise, man. Glad to review the music and keep up the good work, bro.
Yeah, definitely. I really appreciate you reaching out to us and thinking that much of us to review your song. I definitely enjoyed it. It was a fun listen, definitely a fun track. So that'll do it for all of our reviews and our basketball talk, and that would also do it for another episode of the Put You On Game podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember all of the stuff that I said in the beginning. You can engage with us on any level by just following the link in the description. And if you want to see more from us and help the show grow, make sure if you're listening on Apple Podcasts to give us 5 stars, and wherever else you are to like, share, and subscribe. And we are out.
All right, everybody. Peace and love. Enjoy your week.